we've been working towards that. Even when I was working on France and getting close to the fall, in the back of my mind, I kind of wish I'd had spent this time on Russia. Kind of wish I had. And I definitely wish I'd have put more time into Japan. That one's going to sting for a little bit too. But yeah, look at that. No hands and my mouse doesn't go all crazy. I haven't had any complaints that you guys can't hear me today, so that's awesome. You guys should definitely hear me better. You like it? I'm probably going to zoom it out still just a little bit, but yeah, that's better. You guys can actually see me now. I've got a lot more options with my cameras now, so we'll be adding those along the way. I've got the control cam set up. I just didn't want to overdo it today. Didn't want to change too much. But yeah, guys, keep tuning in. We're going to add a lot more scenes that are going to be added here over the next month or so. So definitely trying to keep this a full-time thing and, start bringing you guys some really, top quality kind of content. As good as it can be anyway. Oh, of course he did. Thank you for the song requests again. Shane and Snide nailing it today. Of course, you guys, I really have yet to have a song requested that I was like, nope, skip that. Here's your points back. Juicy. Thank you for the follow. Get some. Great day with the follows today. Those mean so much to me. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Give me the confidence to keep doing this every day. I'd still be flying every day, but again, when I don't have a lot of other options, I'm very specifically trained. And after a lot of the med crap I've been through, it's amazing how difficult it is to get a job. So feeling like I have something in aviation again and I'm actually sharing something that's like worthwhile, especially if anybody out there is learning to fly or thinking about joining the military or something. I mean, amazing. Those follows mean a lot. So I appreciate it. Oh, we're in some shit. This needs to hit. Oh, I still got him. No, hang on to it. We got this. No, we don't. We don't got it. Thank you, man. Return to civil life is rough. Yes, so I actually got out in, 2010, I guess it was. And I worked for Nike for a little bit. And then I worked for JP Morgan Chase for 6 years, and that's when I got sick again. Another old spot had popped up on my back, so that's if any of you guys know H of J, what just happened to him is what happened to me. It's been I think 3 or 4 years ago that I stopped working for them. But I was in the middle of all my recovery and stuff, but it was just taking longer than any of us had anticipated. And even though everything was up to date and they were getting all the paperwork they needed, especially in Arizona, they don't give a flying hoot. The second that you aren't protected by the law anymore, they cut you loose. They don't care what's going on, what the situation is. If you can't be here and this says that we don't have to hold the spot for you anymore, then we're not going to. And so many people that has happened to. I literally welled up in my eyes when I saw that was what actually happened to Jay, because I just immediately was like angry again, because it's like, I put 6 years hard work in there and for no reason, like it's crazy. So again, we've tried a lot of other stuff outside of flight. And after that, I actually moved in with my grandma in this house who was getting on in her age and she needed helped. So I've been kind of caring for her for the last few years. She passed away a little more than a year ago. And that was when I kind of was like, all right, well, let's just at least kind of reach out again and see what's out there. As I kind of started gaming and doing some other stuff online. And then, yeah, a year ago I found War Thunder, and I just couldn't believe how the more I played it, the more realistic and, just it feels like I get to fly a little bit every day. And yeah, if any of you guys have a PlayStation, it's so easy to go live your first time. You don't even know, like I knew what Twitch and stuff was, but I certainly didn't like go on and set up a profile or, plan any of this. I wish I'd done a little bit more research, but I just wanted to see what other pilots kind of play this game. And I never wanted to really interact with the War Thunder community, because if you go by chat, man, you guys are all total jerks. But my goodness, especially after the CC tournament, and I kind of got to chat with some of the other streamers. Oh my goodness, everyone is so nice, so willing to help. Huggies is a genius. But yeah, this community is definitely, it's hard not to fall in love with hanging out with you guys every day. Even when we're teasing and trolling each other, it's still very tongue-in-cheek. We're all struggling through the same thing. Stepdad keeps getting the cancer in his kidney from the burn pits. Oh my goodness. Me, I think it had a lot to do with sun, because it's all been like skin related. And I spent a lot of time in the sun when I was younger too. Shane, you're too much, man. Thank you. But yeah, we get a lot of vets that hang out in here too, so that was unexpected. I mean, I kind of figured a lot of vets played this game, but I didn't think very many of them would stream. Most of us are like me. I'm kind of reserved. Again, I still can't believe I never expected to be a chatter. I'm always so quiet. But I need it. Again, it's life-saving, man, finding stuff like this. And not just for me, but the other vets I'm kind of talking about. Most of us would never admit anything was wrong, especially mentally. I'm good. My generation in particular, suck it up. But that wasn't right. That wasn't the right way to do it. It may work, and yeah, you can get by that way, but eventually it does catch up with you one way or another. And that's what kind of happened with me. I threw everything into storage and said, screw it, because I had built the computer I'm on right now. I built in 2010 when I first got home. And if I'd have found War Thunder sooner. That didn't work. I think I might still be able to get home. Nope. Not when I have to dodge a missile. All right, I need to swap it up, even though I've got less than 10 grand to go. I need a change. I need a little bit of a change. I need a diaper change. I need to change my diaper. Exactly. Get the Robitussin out. You run out of tussin, you put some more water in there, you shake it up, more tussin. I broke my leg. Daddy poured Robitussin on it. Oh my, how much it has shifted. We may have become kind of wussies when it comes to kind of raising our kids, don't touch them. But some things we have got right, and dealing with mental health is definitely one of them. We do still have a long way to go, but at least we recognize that, there's different levels of it, and just more aware of being able to deal with it. For me, I got very, very introvert, very much collapsed, in myself. I already liked kind of being alone. I like, the peace and quiet. I don't like, even really having roommates, and stuff like that. So it was almost inevitable, that when things started just kept going bad, I start pulling away from friends. So again, that's just not what you do. When things start getting really bad, that's when you really need to start reaching out for help. But most of us, shit, ask for help. You don't do that. You don't ask for help. I don't need any help. So don't be afraid to do that. That's been a big thing for me my whole life. I've never wanted to ask for any help. I'll figure it out, you know. God, how easy some things would have been. But yeah, guys, if there's even one person that hears it or makes a decision, that just makes it all worth it. Never would have thought a platform like this that could happen, but that's, again, Twitch is pretty amazing. And I do think they have a pretty good niche even compared to some of the other streaming platforms. I'm still really new to it, but again, there's a lot of positives. You know, having that real-time interaction, being able to hang out, you know, on a daily basis is really cool. It's not like keeping up on Facebook, you know, like my generation did. Oh, there's some new pictures. You still feel like when you finally see those people that you have to have that catch-up period. I'm pretty sure that most of the people in here, if I bumped into you on the street tomorrow, it would feel like, you know, we were just hanging out yesterday or whatever. You know, that's so crazy. Crazy awesome, but man. And even some of the other platforms like TikTok and YouTube, I still don't think they quite give you that. You don't have the music. They don't allow some of the other interactions, and shame on them. Like, everyone's so worried about getting in trouble nowadays. Definitely need to get just a little bit closer with the chair. I'm like sitting right on the edge of my chair. Don't kill me. Okay. It's a little on the close side, but oh, come on. Damn it. Missiles are so fast. Chris, that I actually did get to see him live once. Oh, that Bigger and Blacker stand-up is definitely a line of thinking for me in my life. Oh my gosh, excellent stand-up. I forget the show that I actually got to go see him was. It wasn't, and it was quite a few years after Bigger and Blacker too. But yeah, hilarious dude. Chris Rock is really funny. And then the slap, good God. Couldn't have planned that any better. No, that wasn't it either. It was well before that. All bullets should cost $5,000. There'd be no more innocent bystanders. I believe you got my property. Hell yeah. And they are starting to go up quite a bit too. And that's what's happened. People aren't going shooting as much, are they? Fucking genius, man. Oris? Is that what this one is? The music isn't too loud, is it, guys?